In the greatest natural disaster to strike the European country in recent memory, flash floods in eastern Spain have destroyed cars, turned hamlet streets into rivers, and interfered with highways and train connections, killing at least 64 people. On Wednesday, emergency officials in Valencia's eastern district announced that 62 people had died. In the nearby Castilla-La Mancha region, 2 more fatalities were reported. A large area of southern and eastern Spain, extending from Malaga to Valencia, was inundated Tuesday due to rainstorms. Floods the color of mud sent cars hurtling down roadways at high speeds, while wood fragments swirled in the water with household objects. Rubber boats were utilized by police and rescue agencies to reach drivers who were stuck on car roofs, while helicopters were employed to extract individuals from their homes. Pedro Sánchez, the Prime Minister of Spain, declared that the threat was not over and that dozens of cities had been inundated. In a televised speech, Sánchez stated, "Everyone in Spain understands your suffering if you are searching for your loved ones. Helping you is our top focus. We are investing every resource required to help us move past this tragedy." Late Tuesday, authorities reported a number of missing persons, but the horrifying news of scores of individuals found dead arrived the next morning. The mayor of the Valencian municipality of Utiel, Ricardo Gabaldon, told national radio RTVE that yesterday was the worst day of his life. He claimed that a number of people in his town were still unaccounted for. "Like rats, we were stuck. The streets were lined with cars and garbage cans," he said. The water was rising to 3 meters (9.8 feet). Spain's emergency response teams sent more than 1,000 soldiers to the areas that had been damaged. Rescue crews from other regions of Spain were also racing eastward. A crisis committee was established by Spain's central government to assist in organizing rescue operations. With 3 troops riding alongside them in the massive shovel, a military team used a bulldozer to rescue an elderly couple from the upper story of their home. Reports on television showed footage taken by terrified locals showing bridges collapsing, streams overflowing their banks, and water saturating apartment building ground floors. With 491 liters per square meter, 108 gallons per 32.3 square feet, accumulating in 8 hours in the Valencian hamlet of Chiva, Spain's National Weather Office referred to the rainfall as extraordinary. Similar autumn storms have occurred in Spain recently, but nothing compared to the destruction of the past 2 days, which brought to mind the 2021 floods that killed 230 people in Germany and Belgium. Since search operations are still ongoing in locations with limited access and additional regions have not yet reported victims, the death toll is expected to increase. 6 persons are missing, according to Mayor Sergio Marin Sanchez of the nearby Castilla-La Mancha region's Latur village. Spain continues to experience record-breaking temperatures and is still recuperating from a devastating drought. According to scientists, climate change is probably responsible for the rise in extreme weather events. The land's ability to absorb large amounts of water has also been hampered by the protracted drought. The storms produced a rare tornado and an unusual hailstorm that caused holes in greenhouses and automobile windows. Transportation was affected as well. Near Malaga, a high-speed train carrying around 300 passengers derailed, but according to rail officials, no one was harmed. Commuter lines and high-speed rail service between Valencia City and Madrid were disrupted. Carlos Mazan, the regional president of Valencia, advised residents to stay at home because road traffic is already challenging because of fallen trees and damaged cars. According to Mazan, phone lines were overloaded with calls, and broken power lines left communities without electricity, hindering rescue attempts. About 30,000 calls have been handled by the regional emergency agency, he said. The European Union will aid by deploying its Copernicus geo-monitoring satellite system to help coordinate the rescue teams, European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen told reporters in Brussels. The chairman of the European Union stated that in the event that Spain requests aid, the bloc is prepared to initiate a civil protection mechanism that offers the joint support of the other 26 member nations. Von Leyen declared, "Europe is prepared to assist." Streets became unrecognizable due to the heavy layers of muck and trash created by the falling rains. Christian Viena, who owns a pub in the Valencian community of Barrio de la Torre, called in to say, "The neighborhood is destroyed, all the cars are on top of each other, it's literally smashed up. Everything is in complete disarray and is prepared for disposal. The depth of the muck is nearly 30 centimeters, 11 inches. People were going out to see what they could rescue outside of Vienna's bar. There were clusters of wet branches in the streets and cars stacked high. Families of the missing flooded local radio and television stations, as well as social media, with requests to locate their loved ones. Leonardo Enrique Rivera, 40, was driving a delivery van when it started to rain, and Enrique informed RTVE that his family had been looking for him for hours. According to Enrique, his son had messaged him that his van was leaking and that he had been struck by another car as he was close to Riberoja, an industrial town that is among the most severely impacted. Valencia, a tourist attraction on the Mediterranean coast south of Barcelona, is well known for its beaches, citrus orchards, and for being the origin of Spain's paella rice dish. Similar to several other regions of Spain, Valencia features gorges and little riverbeds that are mostly dry for the majority of the year but swiftly fill with water during rainy seasons. They frequently go through densely inhabited areas. As the storm moved north, the rain in Valencia had stopped by late Wednesday morning, prompting weather alerts from authorities in the Barcelona region.